Welcome back to Waterpark Rangers Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we found out about this new land called Traverse Town, and we're going to start looking for Riku and Kairi, who might have ended up here too. Anyway, up there is a Mithril Shard. I'm going to be grabbing some treasure chests early on, because initially I had decided, like, hey, I'm going to try and get as many things close to 100% as I can. But it tapers off at a certain point, and for a very good reason, because I realized that I kind of would hate doing 100% of this game. So if you hit the fan there, you get a postcard. That's a little trivial thing. I don't know how many people would find that out. You'll see what the postcards are for. They are, once again, completely optional. And they're found through very weird things you can do around Traverse Town, and that's just one of them. I think there are probably 9 more to be found somewhere. And Traverse Town, being the hub world of the game, has more things that are available gradually as time goes by. Although you'll see that's true to many areas to a certain extent. And now this guy here, you see him lose his heart, so keep that guy, remember that man very well. Remember him, for a good reason. Now you see that thing? That is a stronger enemy than the ones we have encountered. It's those creatures from the island! So let's beat up those creatures from the island. There we go, leveled up. So, it sometimes takes a while to level up, even though from the choices that I picked it said Journey begins at dawn. It seems that it just takes a long time for level ups to happen in this game. Or maybe that's just my impatience talking. Doesn't look like he's here! Keep looking! I can't do Donald's voice, sorry, it's just beyond my range of... I guess we'll have to find a different voice for Donald. Let's see, what would Donald sound like? Midsummer Dawn. Anyway, while you're in this hotel, do take the time to admire those, the art on the wall. Midsummer Dawn was there, and then over here we have the Autumn Dusk, which actually kind of relates to the second game. Paintings are great. If you check both of those, you hear that guy say paintings are great. Now, can we read that? I'm not sure if we can. Regardless, if you hit the bell 3 times, paintings are great. If you ever stay the night, try hitting the clock. Now that is a really cool secret that I found all by myself. And yeah, that thing just says it's a multicultural art exhibit. So that's cool. Diversity for the win! Anyway, that little thing about the clock is going to come into play later. Maybe even next episode if I'm lucky. Don't know how I'm spacing these out. Where is he? Haven't thought of a good voice for Donald yet. Leon! Damn it. What would be a good voice for Donald? Let's see. He's a duck. And he wears blue. Now, I'm really not getting anything here. Hey, I got a great idea. Literally, you could put it to a vote. In the comments section, you should say what voice we should give Donald. And it could be something really stupid. As long as it's like something that I know and can do a voice of, then we'll go ahead and use that voice. Because I'm very interested in saying stupid things for Donald's dialogue. Because one stupid voice for Sora was not... This is going to be like the ultimate derp gang. The way Goofy sounds already, Sora's voice, and then whatever Donald is going to sound like. Unless, of course, we end up making him sound like Clint Eastwood just for the hell of it. Because we can't have him just saying Leon, Mr. Leon in a flat voice. Anyway, what you gotta do is you have to walk through all these doors around Traverse Town's district. It's really... This is the start of what I'm going to say is bad game design. And I'm not afraid to say I love this game, but there are some things that are not well designed. For example, how you trigger events that move the story forwards. You're gonna start realizing that that's a problem here. It's really ambiguous. You're given no clue. All you have to do is just... Well, luckily this is a Let's Play, so I can tell you what you're supposed to do. Obviously, I've played through this game before, and it's still hard for me to remember exactly what trivial things I have to do, where I have to go, what people to speak to trigger the next event. And that's a big problem with this game. One of the biggest problems with it, actually, in my opinion. For instance, they give you no indication that the way you have to move the story forwards is by going through basically every door in the second district, and then returning to the first. It's kind of like they expect you to just wander around until you get completely frustrated and fed up. Oh well. I mean, I love this game. It's just... It's very confusing to navigate. It's not a game that is easy to navigate through. And it's actually not a game that I would consider easy to Let's Play either. I know, it's kind of like an odd thing to be saying, but this game is not very easy to Let's Play. For me, particularly because I'm not as familiar with it as the other ones that I've played. I know a good amount of what's in this game, I just always forget story events, and I do have to practice a lot off-screen for this LP, even to this point, and definitely a lot more onwards, so I actually know where to go and what to do. And so I'm not, like, completely lost. Trust me, if it weren't for the fact that I, like, practice before I record, it might even seem like I'm doing this game blind. Because that's how bad I am at it, finding out where to go. I have, like... Basically, I'm like Zoro. And when playing this game, I'm like Zoro from One Piece. I might be decent enough in the combat, like, to hold my own, but I have no sense of direction, and that oftentimes lands me in stupid situations. Oh boy, there are gonna be a lot of fails in this Let's Play. That's another thing I realized. Because the platforming is so awkward. I guess it hasn't really come into play yet, but there's gonna be some parts where the platforming is just really awkward. I mean, I've gotten better at it. You'll see that there's kind of a way you have to do it. It's like... They wanted to make it a mixed platformer RPG, and to an extent they succeed. Later on, you get upgrades, not a spoiler, that make jumping around, and generally moving around in the world, a lot easier and fluid. And when those come into play, this game just increases in quality drastically. I can hardly wait to play that part. Slash second half of the game. It's hard to say exactly how it's hard to measure, like, for me, because I'm not as familiar with this game once again, like how long this game really is, like what's the halfway point. I mean, once I have it recorded, obviously I'll know once I have all the episodes together, but right now it's just kind of a wild ride. I mean, that's kind of cool too, I guess. It's nice to be playing a game that I don't know from the back of my hand. So there we have it, a cottage. And a mithril shard. These are the items you can get from returning the postcards, and we found 2 postcards. Also, I'm going to be exchanging these for normal potions, because we have no need to use a high potion now. Because a high potion would just... That's something you want to save for later on, when you actually have the HP and need to recover it. So after going through all those doors, return here and talk to Sid. Still haven't found him? Keep your chin up. Take another look around town. After that, and you've gone through those doors and you've talked to Sid, go back outside and you'll trigger the next scene.
They'll come at you out of nowhere.
Who are you?
And they'll keep on coming at you, as long as you continue to wield the Keyblade.
You're talking about yourself?
But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Sora's famous line.
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
Alright. Then have it your way.
Yeah, this guy's a douchebag. Okay, let's beat him up. This guy has a gun sword, which is, I'm going to go ahead and say, is dumber than our Keyblade. He manages to be dumber than us in every single way. He acts like he's so cool with his stupid jacket and the fact that he's so angsty. And then his sword that shoots fire, and he thinks he's all that. Well, take this, Mr. Cool Kid! Feel the wrath of getting keyed in the face with my giant, oversized novelty weapon. Because this is actually a fight that you can either lose or win, and the story will just continue normally. And for the record, I have never lost to this guy, because I never want to lose to him. Look at what a prick he is. Like, oh, let's see that Keyblade. Give me your Keyblade. Oh, they'll come at you out of nowhere. Why did it choose a kid like you? If you can't tell, I really hate this guy. He is like one of my least favorite characters, and he's gonna kill us! Okay, that was close. Ha! Take that, Mr. Angsty Pants. Oh yeah? No way you could lose? Well, guess what? That was the way. I showed you the way.
Now you're gonna...
And of course, Sora has to lose anyway. For the sake of progressing the story.
Leon?
I went easy on him. Oh, I think he says that later, actually.
I went easy on him.
No, he says it now! What a prick!
Looks like things are worse than we thought. A lot worse.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I said it for Sora because he was unconscious and could not answer himself. Because that's all he ever says. That's all Sora ever says.
Gosh, there's nobody here. Sure is spooky.
I'm not scared.
No, Eris scares me too,
Excuse
actually.
me. Did the king send you?
You're supposed to be dead. Spoilers! Okay, we're going to continue with Traverse Town next episode. Things will be explained in more detail then. So see ya.